Yo, good morning, guys. Welcome to Volume 2, Episode number 4. So my morning routine is going to be a little bit different than it was last time. So I'm going to explain why that is, but for now, I'm just going to show you what I'm doing, which is sort of similar to last time. Going to be filling my water jug here. Ice cubes make it cold. And then I'm also going to be having some coffee right here. However, I'm not going to be having my caffeine pill, and I'll explain why that is in a little bit. But for now, that's what I'm going to do. Get those two things started, and then I'm going to get started on client check-ins, and then I will check back in with you guys in about hour and a half. All right, so I was able to get a lot of client check-ins done. It's actually been about 2 hours as opposed to like 1 to 1.5, which I said in the beginning there. And now I'm gonna start getting my meal number 1 ready. But before I do that, I wanna talk about why my routine today is a little bit different. And that's because for the past week and a half, I've been digging pretty hard. So Friday, which was yesterday, today is Saturday, both of these days are fatigue reduction days essentially. So last time you saw me do cardio as soon as I woke up. Today the protocol is no cardio. So I didn't do cardio this morning. I also woke up a tad bit later because I didn't have that cardio to do. I also mentioned that I wasn't going to take a caffeine pill, and that is because I'm going to be working out relatively soon, probably hour and a half, so there's no reason for me to take that caffeine pill and also take pre-workout on top of that. So that is why the caffeine pill was taken out. So now I'm going to start getting my meal number 1 ready, and I'm going to show you guys what that is. All right, guys, so meal number 1 is going to be chicken and rice, pretty basic. Obviously I have to cook the rice, so I'm going to have 153 grams of rice. This is the container I keep it in, but this isn't actually the rice that I'm using. I'm actually using this rice right here. It honestly doesn't really make a difference. The macros are like exactly the same. This is just a sushi rice, and that is a jasmine rice. But again, this is actually the jasmine rice that's in that bag. So I need 153 grams. Oops. There we go, all better. So I'm going to put water in this, and then I'm going to throw it in the rice cooker over there. And while that is cooking, I actually have to shave today, which is annoying. I can't stand shaving. But I have check-ins that I need to send to Luke after I work out, because we need to kind of assess what the physique is looking like as we're kind of reducing the fatigue a little bit. So that's the reason behind that, but I'm gonna do that while this is cooking. Not gonna show you that, but I will check back in with you once the rice is done. Okay, well, that was literally the worst thing ever. I hate shaving, but the rice is now done, and I'm about to have meal number 1, so let's show you that. So right here, we're gonna have that 6.3 ounces of chicken I talked about. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in the microwave. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, so chicken's going in. And then right here we have the rice, which is cooked. So right there, this is actually a lot of rice. I mean, this is right there. That's more carbs than I've had in like 2 weeks just in that right there. But that's gonna be my pre-workout meal. I'll show you guys the final product. Realistically, I'll probably wait about an hour for that to digest before I head to the gym. But again, I'll show you that final product here in a second.
So here we go. This is the final product. Again, 6.3 ounces of chicken here and 153 grams of uncooked jasmine rice. And then I threw on this Yellowbird blue agave sriracha sauce as well, and threw some pink sea salt on there. So, again, like I said, this is more carbs in one meal than I've had pretty much in a day in like almost 2 weeks. So I'm definitely going to give myself time to digest this before I go to the gym, probably about an hour. And then I'll hopefully be able to film a couple sets from the gym and throw those up there. But macros on the screen right here. I'm going to eat this meal, sit down with Heidi for a little bit, and then I'll get ready for the gym. Yo, what's up guys? Just got to the gym right now. So what I'm gonna be doing here is walking on the treadmill to start out, probably 15 or 20 minutes. That's just gonna help me box off some steps. After that, I'm gonna start with my mobility work. And while I'm doing both of those things, I'm going to be using this as my pre-workout, little orange monster. But I'm actually not going to be working out at this gym just because I want to use a couple pieces that are at LA Fitness, which is right down the road, like 30 seconds away. So I'm going to do the treadmill here for a little bit to warm up, do my mobility work, and then I'm going to just jet over to LA Fitness to get the actual workout in. So that's what you'll see in the next couple clips is some sets from me at LA Fitness. Alright guys, I just got back from the gym, so it is now time for meal number 2, and I'm going to show you what that is. So, it is going to be 120 grams right here of these oats, and that is going to be uncooked, obviously. So, going to get these, put it on the scale, got to change that. Okay, now 120 grams. Gotta be precise. Oh man. Okay, so we got 120 grams of oats right here, and I use about 4 times the amount of water, so gonna take my pot,
which makes this about, I need about 500 grams of water, maybe a little bit less. So right there is going to be fine. I'm going to put this on the stove, get it boiling. Once it's boiling, going to pour the oats in there. And then on the side of that, I am going to have 6.3 ounces of chicken.
So that is what this meal is going to be. You know, if I'm eating oats, that I'm definitely hungry because I absolutely hate oatmeal. I hate oatmeal more than I hate shaving. So I'm going to get this cooking. I'll show you guys what the final product looks like, and then I'll also put the macros on the screen for it. All right, guys, so the meal is done, and I'm going to show you what it looks like.
So here is the oats right here. I'm gonna add 3 packets of Splenda to this just to make it a little bit sweet. And then over here with the chicken, again, this is 6.3 ounces of chicken. I added this Dirty Bird seasoning. This stuff is really, really good. And then I threw some Tapatio on top of that.
And I also forgot to mention, I had to take some post-workout shots to send over to Luke. So if those look decent, I will throw them up. If they don't look decent, then you're not gonna see them. It is now time to run some errands. Me and Heidi are looking for a bedside table, so we're kind of going to random stores to see if we can find something that fits what we're looking for. And right now, we are stopping here, Country Antique Fair. So I'll probably take a little video of the inside and see if we find anything and let you guys know. All right, guys, so mission success. We ended up getting a bedside table right here and also found a Yahtzee game. Look at that old school vintage look. Me and Heidi have been looking for games so that we can play them at the house. I think this is going to be our first one, actually, Yahtzee. So I was a big fan of this when I was a kid, and we'll see if it's still as good as I remember it. Now we're off to Sam's Club. All right, guys, I am back home now, so let me show you real quick what I picked up at Sam's Club. It's really not too much, just a few items here.
So what I got is 2 bags of these carrots. Carrots are really good for dieting in general. They're pretty low carb, pretty high volume. Also got 2 new seasonings that I'm going to try out. This avocado lime right here. This should be good on chicken and really good on chicken and rice as well. And then some red jalapeno garlic. So I think this one's going to be good as well. And then I just picked up 2 packets of chicken. I need to cook this chicken tomorrow since I'm about out, so that will be for tomorrow.
Now, like I said, I'm home a little bit later than I was planning on, so what I'm going to do is, instead of separating my meals out, like having meal 3 and then meal 4, what I'm going to do is combine both of those. So I'm going to show you what that looks like right now.
Okay, so what we have here is I'm going to use 162 grams of green beans. I'm going to use 85 grams of carrots, 10 grams of this olive oil right here, and then 11.8 ounces of chicken. So I'm going to mix that all up, get it all ready, and then I'll show you guys the final product. All right, guys, so here is the final product. You can see the oil that's on there. These are the carrots right there. That's 85 grams of those. The sea salt I'm going to put on here in a second, but I'm not going to put any hot sauce or anything on here
like I usually do, just because I kind of want to take my time eating this meal, and I do really like the combination of like olive oil and pink sea salt, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave that, you know, essentially plain like that. So I'm going to get this meal in, and then I'll catch back up with you guys in probably an hour and a half when I have my last meal. All right, guys, so it's been about an hour and a half since my last meal, and I'm going to be having my final meal right now, so I'm going to show you what that is.
So it is going to be it's going to be 340 grams of this 0% Greek yogurt right here. And then it's going to be 200 grams of these frozen blueberries, which looks like this. So this right here is the final product.
So I'm going to go ahead and put the macros on the screen for you guys right there. I'm going to sit down, eat this, and honestly, just chill for a little bit. I'm exhausted after today, so I'm just going to relax as much as I can before bed. And there you have it, guys. That concludes episode number 4, and I am now officially 15 weeks out. If you're interested in coaching, feel free to email me in the email in the description box below, or you can message me over on Instagram. I'll put my Instagram right here. As always, guys, I really appreciate the support. I appreciate everybody who watches these videos, who comments on these videos. So massive shout out to all of you guys, and I will catch you in the next episode. Peace.